2018 Jaguar F-Type R-Dynamic. This cost around $83,000 back in 2018 when it was new. Currently, you can get them used for around $40,000 as of July 2023. This one had a 3-liter supercharged V6, 380 horsepower, 339 pound-feet of torque, rear-wheel drive, 8-speed automatic, 2 seats, and a tiny trunk. The climate control was intuitive. There were ample knobs and buttons to get everything done. The infotainment system was a bit clunky, but completely functional. The menus weren't necessarily laid out in the best way possible, but you could quickly get used to how it all works. The Jaguar navigation was not great. I tried it a few times. I had one bad experience where I was trying to go to a Five Below store in a strip mall about 30 miles away. I put in the address and it made me turn into this little trailer park out in the middle of nowhere. Then it said, "You've arrived." So that was weird. I just kind of turned around and put on Google Maps. Another weird thing about this car, I could never get used to getting in and out of it. I would just always look like I'm drunk, falling out of the car. I don't think I would ever be able to get used to it. The shifter was also weird to me. It was like joystick more so than a conventional shifter. And park was a button you had to press. Like you didn't shift into park, you had to press a park button. Other thing about this car, I think because it's so small in this day and age compared to everything else, I think I ended up in truck blind spots a lot more than I'm used to. So at one point I was in the center lane, there was a Penske rental truck in the left lane, and we were driving alongside each other for miles, so he probably should have known that I was there. But he didn't. All of a sudden he wanted to go from the left to the center lane. And he almost literally ran over both me and the car. And luckily there was nobody in the right lane, so I just swerved out of the way. And then I laid into my horn for about 30 seconds straight after that. But this car was so weird to me in the best of ways. Just in that it was happy at 10 miles an hour, start and stop city traffic. It was happy in 30 mile an hour, red light, green light, yellow light, city traffic. And then it was happy at 80 miles an hour on the highway with an open road. I always find cars to kind of have happy zones, right? Like I recently drove a Mustang GT, and that one really was only happy if you're going like 65 miles an hour and above. Anything in the city, it just felt terrible. Like starting from the stoplight, sitting in traffic, inching forward. It just did not like that. And it just felt like it didn't like that. And it was constantly screaming at me to go fast. And alternatively, in my Honda Fit, its happy zone is somewhere between like 25 and 50 miles an hour. And at those speeds, it's happy just purring along. But the second you start trying to hit 70, 80 miles an hour, it's almost like the car is fighting back a little bit. Like it's just not built for that. But this F-Type was completely happy at any speed, anything that I tried to do. There was no point where I was like, this car is not happy or this car is fighting me on anything. It was everything that I wanted it to be whenever I wanted it to be that. Going along with that, it was loud when you started it up, but then after that, it was only really loud when I wanted it to be loud. When I was recklessly passing people on the highway and such, it was not loud going 10 miles an hour, 30 miles an hour, which the Mustang was like a dragon while going 5 miles an hour, inching out of a parking spot. The F-Type was absolutely perfect. Maybe I was the intended audience for this because the Jaguar engineers seem to have tailor-made this as per my requirements. anytime 30 miles an hour and up. Like, it was just so much fun. Like, smiling all over the place, singing along to music, feeling like a kid, man. And it was just absolutely wonderful. And I cannot express how impressed I am with Jaguar's engineering team for building this thing. Look, at $40,000 for a low mileage used model right now, I would 100% buy it if I could. No doubt about it. And I'm really gonna miss this car.